All right, James. Well, I know you haven't been doing a lot of interviews and stuff lately, so I appreciate you taking the time to come on Bomb First and talk to us.
All the time.
So, I guess the first question I have is, why haven't you been on Gangster Chronicles or any platforms as of late? What caused your hiatus?
Well, just taking a break and then dealing with that FG and them shit, and I just thought I needed a break because the frustration was just building in, and I was thinking all different kind of ways, man. To be honest with you, um, I felt that you know at some time I have to be Mob James. So I was going through a identity crisis. Mob James or just stay James McDonald. Go Mob James and address it as Mob James. And I just, let the smoke clear and came back to my senses. So we've been doing the shows, but we just been doing the audio and giving it to, with Black Effect. We just been doing the audio. So pretty much stand off of the Facebook, the YouTube bullshit. So we basically figured we try to take it to a different level, but we just did a show last week. No, Tuesday to be exact. So we back on it. What I have to learn with the FG shit, don't give it energy. Let it be what it is. If we one day this is a small motherfucking world. We all gonna run into each other again. Whether I'm 70 or 90, we gonna run into each other again. If I'm 90, I'm gonna pick up my motherfucking crutch and I'm gonna start swinging that bitch. Nigga, remember what you said 45 years ago? And I'm gonna be at it. Fuck it. So, I mean, we never forget, but I let it go. It's done. I don't give a fuck. I heard FG got a podcast. Man, I hope your shit shine. I hope you shine. Do your thing. But other than that, I give two fucks. At least. I ain't had one motherfucker come to my defense and say, this and this ain't right. No, real. If Real wouldn't have came with what he came with, I'd have been feeling bad. I'd have been feeling bad. Reggie, I've been wanting to punch Reggie upside his head 100 goddamn times. Every time a question, that's my nigga though. You know what I'm saying? I know Reggie don't want to get in the middle of certain shit, but that's what you do, Reginald Wright. You a controversy motherfucker, so get in the middle of it. And I would prove to anybody that if you want to touch Reggie Wright, look where Reggie at now. All Reggie got to do is say, James, this motherfucker talking about coming to my house. I'm on my way. And I'm sit there, and I will sit there till we say, motherfuckers ain't coming. I guarantee you they won't come to that motherfucker again. So that's how I feel about Reggie. I will put it all on the line for him. So I don't give a fuck. And a lot of people was getting at me about Reggie. Oh, Reggie, woo, woo, woo. He might be, but none of that bothers me. Reggie can be an asshole to a whole bunch of people, and even to you, John. But he my asshole though. He is an asshole. And I took when I drove Reggie to the federal building to where he did his time at, my whole conversation to him, and I was hoping he understood what type of person you have to be when you're in prison, incarcerated around a lot of men. I tried to calm him, keep him cool. Reggie was a little nervous, but it was just a different world for him. You know what I'm saying? I've been in there. I've been in this world. So just trying to reassure him, just be this way and you good. Hey, he made it out that motherfucker. I feel good about that. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay. I know after the last live stream that we did, a lot of people have commented and said, oh, are James and Reggie still cool? Can you speak about how you guys' relationship is right now?
when people ask that question, I mean, me and Reggie has a history. Me and Reggie has a history beyond this YouTube shit, way before this. I can actually say I've been knowing Reggie out of my 50 some years, 48, maybe 50. You know, it's not just my relationship with Reggie, but I have a relationship with his whole family. You know what I'm saying? His cousins, his dad, uh, his grandma, when they was here, you know, they lived down the street, a house away from us. So yeah, me and Reggie is good, man. Regardless of what shit is said or whatever tactics they believe that Reggie used, he'll always be Reggie Wright to me. He always be Reggie Wright. He always be my friend. That's my brother. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of, you know what I'm saying? We good.
Okay. I know not too long ago you were supposed to kind of have a debate with Keefe D on Vlad's YouTube channel. Can you tell me the backstory about that? About, basically why it never took place?
Well, I was ready to do it. And I didn't feel like my life would have been threatened if I'd have did it. You know, me and his son got a good rapport. What we had. I miss that little cat too. Uh, but I think he got in the middle of the debate between me and his daddy, the things that were said. And I want to say this, you know, we don't realize when we talk on this shit that we are hurting our kids. Our kids are old enough to see this shit. And they don't know what mama and daddy is doing in the past or how they getting down. And he felt a certain kind of way and called me and he wanted to fight everybody and their mama. This is my mama and my daddy. Can you line up a fade with whoop de whoop unk? And I was like, boy, for what? Like, just the pride of this is my daddy, this is my mom's. Regardless of what his daddy done or been involved in, it reflects on him. Now he's a teenager and he understands this shit and he's seeing people speak. He feel fucked up. Like, what the fuck's going on? So I understand where he's coming from. My son asked me the same shit. What the fuck is this FG dude? You know what I'm saying? It pissed me the fuck off that I would have a conversation like that with my son. You know what I'm saying? So my first thought was, man, I gotta go get these niggas. It doesn't. They spilling this shit in my home with my kids. So Vlad got at me and asked me, am I ready to do the debate with Keefe D? And I said, yeah, man, I'm ready. So we talked about monies and all that shit and said, okay, let's go. So when it was time to do it, Keefe D was a no-show. Second time, he was a no-show. So when Vlad called me, Vlad said, I'm going to have my private security and a police officer here. Fuck you doing that for? Just added security just in case. But I'm already knowing that this is what Keefe D wanted. And I was like, okay, cool. I wasn't going to come like that anyway. I don't see doing no harm to him. And I'm telling Keefe D how I feel about his son, this nephew. You know what I'm saying? So I don't got a problem. Me and nephew done talked about me and his dad making money. Talk to him. And he was like, okay, I got him. So when Vlad did that, and I'm like, security, you want me to be searched? Like, okay, whatever. And when I agreed to that, it still didn't happen. But he wanted a police officer, security, wanted me to be searched, the whole nine. And man, I'm not no threat to Keefe D. I wasn't. So it didn't happen. Mind you, he was coming, he came to Gangster Chronicles and talked to us. Prior to this, before this, we was cool. So it didn't happen.
Okay. I guess it was about maybe like a week ago. He made a video and he was kind of saying some crazy things about you. Number one, did you see that video? And do you have any comments in response to that video?
I hear about it. I heard about it, and I was told he said that in '05 he was in jail hearing about me telling or something. Nigga, you a motherfucking lie. You a motherfucking lie. You ain't heard my name in no motherfucking prison in '05 talking about Mob James snitching and whatever. You know what? I look at it like this. All of these cats on these platforms and shit need something to get here, to elevate they level. And if I'm that motherfucker, I'll be your Huckleberry. Fuck it. I don't give a fuck. They can't prove otherwise. They ain't trying to fight. They ain't trying to do nothing to me. So I mean, man, I hear this shit. It fucks with me. And here, I told Reg in a previous conversation that, you know, the more and more that I hear and they just won't leave me the fuck alone, I have to be Mob James. James McDonald ain't cutting it. Not in this motherfucking world. I have to be Mob James to lash back at these suckers, to lash back at people that think and that don't know me from jack shit, but want to talk about what color drawers I'm wearing. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, tell me the size of my dick when you do a video. Don't play with me. And I'm just get tired of that. So if they want to be on gangster shit, I'm not gonna bring James McDonald. I'm gonna bring Mob James. And they irritate me and I fight with this shit every day. You gotta let James McDonald go. You cannot be him and live a different life dealing with the same people you was dealing with on the streets. I gotta be Mob James if I want to come to this social media level. I gotta be Mob James. And I fight with this motherfucker every day. He keep telling me, man, fuck this shit. You got to be Mob James. So I made an agreement with the motherfucker. I'll keep Mob James at bay. And for all those cats that want to, I ain't got no problem with wanting to. We can do that. You know what I'm saying? Especially all these cats that don't know me, all of these young cats that, you know, they're going to pick and choose what they want to believe anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like with the FG story, like with Alex Alonso or whatever else. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I done heard, and the worst is one that got me. Fuck what FG and them talking about. The worst is one got me, John, is I was adopted. That killed me. I was so motherfucking mad. Now Buntry and Timmy ain't my brother. Now I don't got the same mom and daddy. What the fuck is wrong with these people? You know what I'm saying? But that pissed me off more than anything. Now you're gonna tell me I ain't who I am. Can't nobody take Mob James away from me. Nobody can destroy Mob James but me. And I thought that if I get rid of that name, that I can be a different person. You know what I'm saying? I can help the kids that grew up like me. But sometimes you think you can't do it. So I done sit here, I done said fuck God. I said fuck everything. My daughter's home. She gonna have my grandson. He gonna be all right. You know, so I have if it wasn't for Reggie telling me to get on my knees and pray, I'd have probably still been feeling like that. Ain't no God for me. I done lived a fucked up life and I should continue to live that life and let it be what it is. Either kill me or send me to prison for killing you motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Continue to prove a point. But I don't have a point to prove. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a regular motherfucker trying to live like everybody else, but in a different way. I don't have to be destructive to live or feel good about myself. I don't have to be a bully. But I swear to God, these motherfuckers, they make me want to be. They not giving me a choice. they not allowing me to live. And that's the worstest attack you can put on anybody. And if I gotta kill a motherfucker to have peace, so be it, man. So be it.